Just take a deep breath, close your eyes. Just take a few deep cleansing breaths. Just tune into yourself, tuning in, and let an intention emerge. If you have an intention that's coming up from within for these next 5 days, what will that be? Allow that intention to just emerge. Allow it to come up to surface. Maybe there's something that you want to release. Maybe there's something you want to manifest. Maybe there's something you want to heal. Maybe it's something else. Whatever that intention is, let it just come up naturally without you trying to seek it. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and share that intention in the chat box. Thank you, Zori. Thank you for sharing that. If you would like to share your intentions for these 5 days, you can go ahead and share them in the chat box. Meanwhile, I'm going to invite all of you, if possible, turn on your cameras. It just helps so much because it doesn't make me feel like I'm talking to a blank screen. It makes me feel like I'm talking to people here. Okay, and this is going to be a live interactive session. And I'm going to be taking cues from all of you on where to take the tapping. So please switch on the cameras. And this is also something that I've noticed. When you switch on the cameras, you end up getting more from the session. Okay. So I'm a personal selfish reasons too, but it's also for you too. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Release old wounds, manifest abundance, let go with ease. Trust everything is going to unfold just fine. Yeah. Oh, that's huge. Break the stress patterns. Beautiful. Thank you. To learn to be able to take life as it comes and slow down. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. That's, it's interesting. I can relate to each and every one of these things because I have felt and experienced each of these things at some point in my life. And isn't that true? We all kind of are humans sharing this human experience and going through similar kind of experiences at some point or the other in our life. And this is a huge testament for those of you who think you're alone in your suffering. Trust me, you're not. There's always somebody else out there going through the same exact kind of problems. And you have all the support you need. All you have to do is just reach out. Okay. All right. Let go of confusion. Great. Thank you. So, today's session is dedicated more to understanding this tool and learning how to work with this tool for ourselves. Okay. So, just kind of want to take a temperature check. How many of you are familiar with the tool of EFT or emotional freedom techniques? How many of you are familiar? How many of you are not? So give me a yes or no in the chat box. If you're familiar with the tool, give me a yes. If you're not familiar with it, give me a no. Great, a lot of yeses. Lovely, thank you. Okay, beautiful, thank you. Oh, amazing. So many yeses. Okay, all right. So even though there are so many yeses, I would still like to introduce EFT for those who are joining in for the first time. Okay. Do I have permission to talk about this technique and introduce this technique, even for those who are not able to join in and will be able to watch the recordings? Is that okay? Okay. Yes, okay, thank you. Because this is what happens. When I attended these sessions personally, every time, even though I was familiar with EFT, every time I ended up getting more from it. Every time I ended up understanding something more, something new, something different. And because as we evolve, our understanding also evolves of the technique. Okay, so let's get started with this. Thank you so much for your permission. Okay, now, since we're all familiar with the idea of EFT, let me still take you through it, in a way that's easy to understand and really breaks down things. Are you able to see my screen? Okay, thank you. All right. So, what is EFT? I've been talking about EFT, you've been hearing the messages. In simple terms, the full form of EFT is Emotional Freedom Techniques, also known as tapping. It's famously known as tapping because you're literally tapping on your face and your hands with your fingertips, okay? It's a technique that clears stress and negativity, and it's called an emotional version of acupuncture without the needles. So when you're tapping on EFT, you are basically tapping on your face and on your hand on some acupuncture points. So you're doing acupuncture for yourself without the needles. And when you do this, when you tap on these points, you are activating energy in your body. We are made up of energy, we are built with this energy, and this energy is flowing through us called the life force energy. Whenever there's a block in the flow of this energy, we start to experience a lack of health. Eventually, it becomes a disease. So when we start to tap, we are sending electrical impulses or energy through these energy meridians in our body, completely breaking up away the blocks, resetting the flow of energy, and eventually we start to experience lightness, relief, freedom, and healing. So what we're doing in EFT is we are tapping on our body. So this is the acupuncture part of it. We are also saying some statements along with it. These statements are called statements of truth. These are not affirmations. For those of you who are into affirmations, please be clear, this is not affirmations that we're doing. We are saying statements of truth. The truth is what is happening with me right now in this very moment. That's my truth. So if the truth is I'm feeling angry, that's the statement we use. If the truth is I'm feeling sad, that's the truth we use. If the truth is I'm feeling numb or blank, that's the truth we use. So whatever is the truth in the moment. The beauty of this technique is it starts with the place of acceptance of what is, and then clearing what is there to bring what we want. So this technique provides stress relief in seconds. It's fast, effective. It has lasting benefits. A lot of people ask me, if it's working this quickly, is it going to have lasting benefits? The answer to that is yes. It is going to have lasting benefits. If you have worked and cleared on the root issue, it's like you've taken the root out, the tree is not going to grow anymore, the tree of the problem. So once the root is taken off with EFT, the tree cannot grow back. So lasting benefits. And the cherry on the top, EFT is clinically proven, which means that this technique is accepted by the American Psychological Association. It is being accepted by doctors, psychologists all around the world. sports people are using this technique to enhance their performance. Um, People from all walks of life, from executives, corporate executives, to salespeople, to students, housewives, homemakers, um, you know, you talk about anyone and everyone is using this technique. You're using this for your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health, and also for your spiritual growth. So let's understand what is happening. So let's do an experiment. Before I talk about a little bit of this, let me show you the tapping points. Are we ready to get started? Give me a yes or a no. Okay, great. I see some thumbs up. Great. Thank you so much. All right. Lovely. So these are the tapping points. Okay. So the first tapping point, I want you to take a look at this picture, then I'm going to show you the tapping points in person, as in not being there with you, but right on this side of the camera. Okay. All right. So the first tapping point is known as the karate chop. It's on this side of the hand, this fleshy part under the little finger above the wrist. Okay. So this is the point, and you can use or tap on either hand or either side of the body. The reason for this is that we have energy meridians on both sides of the body. So whether we are tapping here or here, it does not make any difference. The only thing that matters is we are tapping. Okay. So the first point is the karate chop. It's called a karate chop because this is where we do karate. Okay. So the first point is karate chop. The second point, the next is top of the head. So to locate this point exactly, so keep your thumbs on the top of your ears and let your fingers meet at the top of your head. Where your middle fingers meet, this is the point of the top of the head or the crown chakra. So this is the next point. Okay. At the crown chakra, you want to be a little gentle. Okay. If you're trying to make a note of the points, you don't worry, you are going to receive all this information. So you can keep your pen and paper on the side and you can just simply tap along. Okay. The next point is on the eyebrow. So this point is where your eyebrow begins. So it's on both the sides. Where your eyebrow begins. That's right. The next point is where your eyebrow ends. So on this side of your eye. That's right. The next point is under the eye. Just don't poke your eye. It's just below the eye bone. So it's not on the fleshy part. It's on the bone. Okay. And even if you're tapping here, you will still get the point because the meridian is running down anyways. Okay. The next point is under the nose. So you can tap with 1 finger, 2 finger, 4 fingers. That's okay. The next point is on the chin. That's right. All of you are getting it. Lovely. The next point is on the collarbone. So this point, to locate this point, this is what you do. Locate the dip at the base of your throat. Okay, there's a dip here. And there are 2 pointy bones on both the sides of the dip. The collarbone point is just below the pointy bone. Okay, so here. And if you're tapping with your 4 fingers, you will likely get the meridian point. So don't worry about it. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. The next point is under the arm. So this point is about 10 centimeters under your arm. So for women, it's where your bra strap is. For men, it's on the line of your nipples. Okay. So you can do this like a monkey, or you can do this. Okay. Now we come to some points on the hands. So one of the points is, so if you keep your hand like this, your palm facing you, okay, this way. So the first point on the hand is on the outside of the thumb. Okay. So you're just coming from top down, so outside of the thumb. So this point is just under the nail bed. Okay, that's right. The next point is on the index finger. That's right. The next point is on the middle finger. That's right. Now we leave the ring finger out. The next point is on the little finger. And then we come back to the karate chop. Okay. That's all the points. Okay. But don't worry about remembering. If you're going to be doing so much, it'll become muscle memory for you. Now, some of you may have this question, why are we leaving this finger out, this poor finger out, ring finger? The reason is, for all the other fingers, the meridians are on the top side. For the ring finger, the meridian is at the bottom side. So sometimes people can forget this. So just to keep it simple, we leave this finger out. In any which ways, this point is covered when we tap on the side of the eye. So no worries. Okay. Also, if you happen to tap on this side of the ring finger, that's okay. Nothing bad's gonna happen. It's completely okay. All right. So it's a very forgiving process. Now that we know the points, let's just experiment with it. Okay, let's just go ahead and see how this works. Okay, so are you ready? Ready to put it into action? Okay, great. All right, thank you. So go ahead, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. That's right, as deep as you can. And now that you've taken a deep breath, notice how deep is your breath going? Notice how freely are you able to breathe? So if you were to rate this on a scale of 100%, that yes, I can breathe fully 100%, write 100%. If it's less, write that number. Okay. How deep is your breath? How full is your breath? Okay, 50%, 60 to 80%. Okay, great. Thank you. 60, 60, okay, 60. I hope it's not a zero for anyone, because then you wouldn't be writing. Okay, 50. Okay, great. Thank you. Lovely. Great. 50. Okay. All right. If you're doing 50s, huh? Okay, 60, 50, 60. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, let's do this experiment. Okay. Now, have all of you experienced stress in your life ever? Yeah? Duh. Yeah. I mean, if it's a no, I'm all open to receiving tips from you. Okay. All right. So let's talk for some stress. Okay. Let's go ahead. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to do what I'm doing and say what I'm saying. We're going to be tapping on all the points I just showed you. Okay. All right. Let's go. So repeat after me. We're tapping on the karate chop. Okay. So repeat after me. Even though, Archie, you want to say that with me?
Even though
I've been feeling stressed.
I've been feeling stressed,
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
Even though
Even though
sometimes I feel so much stress
sometimes I feel so much stress
that I forget to breathe.
that I forget to breathe.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I'm also human.
I'm also human.
Even though
Even though
I feel this stress sometimes,
I feel this stress sometimes,
and sometimes I don't know what to do with it.
and sometimes I don't know what to do with it.
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
And let's do some tapping on the tapping points. So begin with the top of the head. Remember, gentle pitter patter on top of the head. Okay, let's go. This stress.
This stress.
Eyebrow. It's not letting me breathe fully.
It's not letting me breathe fully.
Side of the eye. I wish I could breathe fully.
I wish I could breathe fully.
Under the eye. All this stress.
All this stress.
Under the nose. I want to breathe fully.
I want to breathe fully.
The chin. I wonder why
I wonder why
my breath is just at 50 or 60%.
my breath is just at 50 or 60%.
Collarbone. All this stress.
All this stress.
Under the arm. All the stress that I have felt.
All this stress that I have felt.
Thumb. All the stress that I'm feeling.
All the stress that I'm feeling.
Index finger. Sometimes I forget to breathe.
Sometimes I forget to breathe.
Middle finger. All the stress that I feel.
All the stress that I feel.
Little finger. Sometimes life feels like a stress.
Sometimes life feels like a stress.
Top of the head. So much stress.
So much stress.
Eyebrow. All this stress.
All this stress.
Side of the eye. The stress of the bills.
The stress of the bills.
Under the eye. The stress of making it big.
The stress of making it big.
Under the nose. The stress of choosing the right thing to do.
The stress of choosing the right thing to do.
The chin. The stress of making sure I'm not wasting my time.
The stress of making sure I'm not wasting my time.
Collarbone. The stress of not knowing what to do.
The stress of not knowing what to do.
Under the arm. The stress of the family.
The stress of the family.
Thumb. Stress of the health.
Stress of the health.
Little index finger. Stressing about relationships.
Stressing about relationships.
Middle finger. Stressing about having a relationship.
Stress about having a relationship.
Little finger. Stress about not having a relationship.
Stress about not having a relationship.
It all feels like so much stress.
It all feels like so much stress.
Karate chop. Even though.
Even though
It all feels like so much stress.
it all feels like so much stress.
As if I'm in stress all the time.
As if I'm in stress all the time.
About something or the other.
About something or the other.
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
Relax. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. Now, if you have some water with you, go ahead and take a sip of water. And then take a deep breath. And when you take this deep breath, notice how deep is this breath going now? Is it better than before, worse than before, or the same as before? So go ahead and give it to me in the chat box. How deep is this breath going now? Better? Okay, lovely. 90, okay, great. Better. Okay, if you were to give this a number, try giving it a number. You don't have to, but if you could. Better. Okay, great. 70. Okay, lovely. So how did it get better? Any ideas? Tapping, yeah, absolutely tapping. How did tapping make it better? What did we do with tapping? It's not like we were breathing deeply. This is what happens with tapping. Okay. When you're tapping, when you do this, these simple looking things, you start to send electrical impulses, like I said, through the meridians, and it starts to clear the energy. And as the energy starts to clear, a lot of blocks begin to clear. The blocks could be about stress that's stuck, an emotion that's stuck. Maybe an emotion came up, and it's okay if you felt worse after tapping. It simply means your body is beginning to respond. It simply means your body needs more of this. It's trying to expel what is there on the inside. Even if it's worse than before, you keep tapping. But if it is the same as before, you tap a little more and find out what is really stressing you out, for being a little specific. Okay. So this is what happens with tapping. Let me share the screen with you. There was an experiment that was done where a doctor, where a group of people were chosen and their blood was tested under a microscope. And when the blood was seen, some of the people had blood which was freely flowing, RBCs, which you see on the right side of the image. On the left side of the image that you see, some people had blood looking like this, which means they had clumped RBCs. So this is what the doctor said. People who have clumped RBCs, they are likely to have or develop a disease in the near future. So people who had clumped RBCs, they were given 5 minutes of EFT tapping. 5 minutes of EFT, just like what we did right now. And their blood was tested again. The clumped red blood cells were gone. The RBCs were freely flowing again. This was a testament to the effects of EFT, because the doctor who was doing the testing, the doctor said if somebody had come to them and they had seen clumped RBCs, that person would be put on 3 to 4 months of supplements. EFT did it in just 5 minutes. And the doctor literally went on to say, I feel like tearing my degrees that took me years to get and just do tapping because it works better. Okay. So EFT affects your blood chemistry. It affects your blood chemistry in real time. It lowers your cortisol, your stress hormone, by 24% in a session, in an hour, not an hour, in 40 minutes of tapping. So if you tap for 40 minutes, your blood cortisol levels will go down. The stress level, the stress hormone in your blood goes down by 24%. The readings have increased over the years because the evidence and the research has become better, by the way. And this is the power of EFT. So let's get down to working with it. Okay. And this is what I want all of you to do. Again, tune into your body. Close your eyes. Okay. Just closing your eyes and tuning into your body. Make a mental note, like mentally scan your body. If you feel or sense any tension, any pain, any stress, if you're noticing anything, any sensations in the body, maybe even a physical pain. But if you've sensed it or felt it, I want you to go ahead and give this sensation or pain a number on a scale of 0 to 10 on how intense this pain or sensation is, where 10 is very intense, 0 is not at all. Okay. And when you've got this, go ahead and share in the chat box your sensation or pain or anything that you're sensing in the body right now. And what number would you give it on a scale of 0 to 10, where 10 is very high, 0 is not at all? आप इस सेंसेशन को क्या नंबर देंगे जहाँ पे 10 बहुत हाई है, 0 बिल्कुल नहीं है? Okay, great. So we have pain in the foot. Okay, right shoulder 8 on 10, whirling in heart chakra 5 on 10, 5, 8. Okay, headache right side of the head 7. Great. Headache 6, heaviness in neck and shoulder 5. Great. So if you've just given a number, Make sure you're also, kind of just putting it into the chat. Where and what are you feeling? In what part of the body? 5 on 10 in neck and shoulders. Great. Stiffness all over the body, sign of stress. Okay, great. So if there was one area of the body that was stiff that kind of popped up for you right now, if you can, just pick that. If not, a general stiffness all over the body works. Bloating, 6. Okay, great. All right, lovely. Stress and fear. Okay, lovely, beautiful. Stomach, right ear congested. 5. Great, thank you. Pain in left eye, 7 on 10. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Are you ready to work on this pain with EFT? Okay. Let's experiment. Let's keep the mind open. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do some tapping right now. And I may be using words that are not your words. I may be using statements that are not your problem statements. I want you to anyways tap and say what I'm saying. Okay. Because there's something called borrowing benefits in EFT, which means if you have your pain area figured and the intensity, and then you're tapping with somebody else for their issue, you also begin to notice relief for your pain or issue. So you borrow benefits from them. Okay. So stay open, keep keep that area of pain in your consciousness and tap with me. Okay. So let's go ahead and do some tapping. So let's start with the karate chop. So repeat after me. Even though
Even though
I feel this pain,
I feel this pain,
it's in my body.
it's in my body.
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
Even though
Even though
I feel this pain in my body,
I feel this pain in my body,
this stiffness,
the stiffness,
this sensation,
the sensation.
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
Even though
Even though
I feel this pain in my body,
I feel this pain in my body,
it is in my body right now.
it is in my body right now.
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
Top of the head.
This pain,
This pain that I'm feeling,
this pain that I'm feeling,
eyebrow, this sensation in my body,
this sensation in my body,
side of the eye, this headache
this headache,
under the eye, all this headache
all this headache.
under the nose. I can feel this headache coming up.
I can feel this headache coming up.
Chin, this headache,
This headache,
collarbone, this pain in my eye,
this pain in my eye,
under the arm, this heaviness,
this heaviness,
all this heaviness,
all
this heaviness that I'm feeling in my body,
this heaviness that I'm feeling in my body,
in my neck and shoulders,
in my neck and shoulders,
all this heaviness,
all this heaviness,
top of the head again, this heaviness,
this heaviness,
eyebrow,
this stiffness,
this stiffness in my body,
this stiffness in my body.
under the eye. I can feel it all over my body,
I can feel it all over my body,
but I can especially feel it in one part of my body.
but I can especially feel it in one part of my body.
This stiffness,
This stiffness,
this sensation in my gut.
the sensation in my gut.
I can feel it in my gut.
I can feel it in my gut.
I can feel what's happening in my gut.
I can feel what's happening in my gut.
And it's not a pleasant feeling.
And it's not a pleasant feeling.
This sensation in my gut.
This sensation in my gut.
I can feel it happening in my gut.
I can feel it happening in my gut.
This sensation in my heart chakra.
This sensation in my heart chakra.
My heart chakra.
My heart chakra.
This whirling sensation.
This whirling sensation.
This whirling in my heart.
This whirling in my heart.
I can feel it in my heart right now.
I can feel it in my heart right now.
This congestion.
This congestion.
This congestion in my right ear.
This congestion in my right ear.
I can feel this congestion in my right ear.
I can feel this congestion in my right ear.
I can't seem to hear clearly.
I can't seem to hear clearly.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
And I wonder,
And I wonder,
what am I trying not to hear?
what am I trying not to hear?
This congestion,
This congestion,
this pain,
this pain,
this sensation,
this sensation,
all this sensation and pain,
all the sensation and pain,
all that I'm feeling in my body right now,
all that I'm feeling in my body right now,
all that is happening right now in my body.
all that is happening right now in my body.
I'm listening to it.
I'm listening to it.
I'm hearing it.
I'm hearing it.
All this bloating that I feel in my body,
All this bloating that I feel in my body,
this bloating that's happening here,
this bloating that's happening here,
all this bloating,
all this bloating,
this 6 on 10 bloating,
the 6 on 10 bloating,
this 7 on 10 pain,
the 7 on 10 pain,
even though
even though
I've been feeling this pain and bloating,
I've been feeling this pain and bloating.
it's in my body right now.
It's in my body right now.
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
Relax, take a deep breath,
Ah.
take a sip of water. And now go ahead and check in with your body about whatever you were feeling earlier. How is that feeling right now? What's the intensity? Is it better than before? Is it same as before? Or is it this or is it worse than before? What's the number right now? What number would you give it right now? Okay, pain is gone. Lovely. Better. 0.5. Okay, much lighter. From an 8 to a 5. Okay, better to 4. Okay, better 2. Okay, lovely. Better 5. Headache gone. Stiffness in neck and shoulder still there. Lovely. 4. Okay, great. Lovely. All of you are beginning to see what's happening here. So let's do just one more round of tapping for all that's remaining here. Okay. The congestion has shifted. It's 4 now. Lovely. Okay. Let's do some more tapping. Okay. Just one more round of tapping. Let's go. Even though karate chop.
Even though
My pain is better,
my pain is better,
but I have this remaining sensation.
but I have this remaining sensation.
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
Even though
Even though
my pain has become better
my pain has become better,
and I don't know how.
and I don't know how.
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
Even though
Even though
my congestion is better
my congestion is better,
and I wonder how.
and I wonder how.
I love and accept myself anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
The pain is better.
The pain is better.
I have this remaining sensation,
I have this remaining sensation,
this remaining pain,
this remaining pain,
this remaining sensation.
this remaining sensation.
The headache's gone.
The headache's gone.
The stiffness is here.
The stiffness is here.
The congestion has shifted.
The congestion has shifted.
It's a 4 on 10 now.
It's a 4 on 10 now.
My breathing is much smoother.
My breathing is much smoother.
I feel much lighter.
I feel much lighter.
I feel relaxed.
I feel relaxed.
And yet there is some sensation there.
Yet there is some sensation there.
This remaining pain,
This remaining pain.
this remaining sensation,
This remaining sensation.
this remaining pain and sensation.
This remaining pain and sensation.
Suppose somehow
Suppose somehow
I could listen to my body better.
I could listen to my body better.
Suppose somehow
Suppose somehow
I could hear what my body is telling me.
I could hear what my body is telling me.
My body knows the truth.
My body knows the truth.
It knows what is happening.
It knows what is happening.
What if
What if
I could just understand its language?
I could just understand its language?
Give it what it needs.
Give it what it needs.
Sometimes
Sometime
I know what my body is going through.
I know what my body is going through.
Sometimes I know what it needs.
Sometimes I know what it needs.
But sometimes
But sometimes
I'm unable to give it what it needs.
I'm unable to give it what it needs.
And that's when my body gets angry
And that's when my body gets angry
or sad
or sad
or stiff
or stiff
or congested.
or congested.
What if
What if
I could give my body what it needs?
I could give my body what it needs?
What if
What if
my body came first
my body came first
and everything else came second?
and everything else came second?
Even though
Even though
sometimes I don't know what my body is telling me,
sometimes I don't know what my body is telling me,
but sometimes I do.
but sometimes I do.
Suppose somehow
Suppose somehow
I could give my body
I could give my body
what it needs when it needs.
what it needs when it needs.
Suppose somehow that could become very easy.
Suppose somehow that could become very easy.
I love and accept myself, anyways.
I love and accept myself anyways.
Relax, take a deep breath, take a sip of water. Check in with your body again. How is it feeling? That pain, that stiffness, that congestion, that sensation. Maybe it's all okay. Maybe something new has come up. Really want to know what's going on. All trace is gone. Major aha moment, putting my body first. Yeah, absolutely. Better, okay. If your if your pain or stiffness is better or worse, what number is it right now? अगर आपका पेन या स्टिफनेस पहले से बेटर है या बुरा है, उसका क्या नंबर होगा? Started to feel extremely sleepy. Yeah, all of a sudden, totally relaxed. Absolutely. Yeah, 4. Almost gone. Yeah, feeling sleepy. Yeah, absolutely. So this is what happens. If you're beginning to feel sleepy, it's a good sign. It means your body's stress response is lowering. Now your body is ready to relax and let go. So if you want to relax, please feel free to relax for a bit after this session. Okay. 3, stiffness, headache went from 7 to 4, now a 3. Lovely. Awesome. Okay. So this is what happens. Sometimes we know what's going on with the body. Sometimes we know what the body needs, but we fail to give it what it needs because something else becomes important. And that is the moment when we say, I am not important. That thing is important. And that is the moment that relationship experience a strain, that relationship between us and our body. These are the moments we want to become more conscious and aware of. And this is what we are actually doing through these 5 days. We are working on the need to let go of control, and that's going to be our topic for tomorrow. The need for control can be such a huge thing. It's about not letting universe take over, not letting the body take over. It's like, I'd heard from somebody, it's good that we do not control everything in our body. Otherwise, we would majorly mess it up because we want to control everything. And that's where things go wrong. So now control is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. We want to know what's happening in our lives. But we also want to surrender to the flow because universe knows better. How do we do that? How do we get in the flow of surrendering and really opening ourselves to feeling safe to let go of this control? So that's what we're going to talk about majorly tomorrow. Yeah. Today. If you have any questions, the floor is open to questions right now. Questions and shares. If there's something that you want to share about from what happened today and how you felt, or maybe an aha moment, oh, this is it. Or maybe something that you learned and you just want to share with us, please feel free to share. If you have a question, and even if you think it's a silly question, please, I love silly questions. So please go ahead and even ask your silly questions. Okay. Yes, Arushi.
Um, I've been doing this, as you know, for so many years, and like going to be nearly a decade now, very soon. But every time it's like a different aha moment, like Zoran pointed out earlier. हर बार एक अलग like a relieved feeling कि हर बार कैसे ये effective है यार. And it's so easy, it's so easy that you actually miss it, like every day you're going about your day doing this, doing that, all that stress, and you're just like, this is so easy. Like if you just take a moment, sit down and start tapping, and you're like just being there, it's easy. But it just doesn't come naturally sometimes, and then you bring Tapathon to us. We realize, oh yeah, this was easy. Thank you. So thank you so much for that, me too. Even though I had different stuff in going on in my body, I can see the borrowing benefits working. And like, even though I didn't have all these sensations that others were feeling in the group, I just somehow don't have anything at all going on right now. Like I can breathe fully. So thank you so
Lovely.
much for that.
Thank you for sharing that, Arushi. That's
Thank you.
that's such a that's this thing, yeah, it happened and it just inspires us so much that, oh my God, if it happened with you, it's gonna happen with me too. So thank you so much for sharing that.
You.
Hey, right, Zorian.
Hi, me too. So, um, major aha moment happened when we were tapping and you said the phrase about putting the body first. So I don't know if you noticed, but for this entire weekend, I was down with viral. My temperature had gone up to 100.8. Now it's much better. Temperature is normal. But I remember before that, I was chatting with Arushi, like, we were having our talks. And this happened on, I think, Saturday when my body ache was at its peak. We literally tapped on my body ache. She didn't even make me give it a number because she could see I was in pain. And we just tapped on the body ache. And I swear to God, in just 2 rounds of tapping, my body ache disappeared. Even if the temperature
Wow.
was high, the body ache, which really drains you in a fever, that was gone. And now,
Wow.
usually with me, fevers last for about 2, 3 days. The temperature went down yesterday itself. So just one day of discomfort I had all thanks to the tapping of EFT. And when we said putting the body first, because, we were saying that the fever was a result of a lot of stuff I was going through and my body needed the rest. And just when that was my aha moment, that, acha, now it just sunk in finally. So, yeah.
Wow, lovely. Thank you so much for sharing that, Zoran. That's such a huge thing. I mean, because usually people think when it's a viral, I mean, you're gonna have body ache, no matter how much what you do because it's the body's response. But knowing that tapping worked on that too, that's huge. So thank you for sharing that. I
It
hope you
helped.
feel
She
better
said
soon.
Reiki also, but the tapping was like actively helping the body ache go.
Lovely, beautiful. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Any questions? Anything that you want to know? Anything you want to ask? Okay. All right. Breath getting smoother and cooler. Lovely. Lovely. That's the first response. It just gets so easier to breathe. Your body begins to feel free. Um, okay. How long can we tap for at a stretch? Um, as long as you can. There is no limit to it. Usually we tap, you can tap for about 40 minutes to an hour because it will be a little physically difficult to do it after that because and emotionally too because when you are tapping of course you're using your hands but even if you're doing it very gently a lot of emotional processing starts to happen within your body so even though this looks like you're just sitting and doing this weird stuff but this work can be exhausting so 1 hour is good enough. You can keep tapping, however, throughout the day. People who have anxiety, it's great for them to tap on themselves every few minutes or every hour. Just a 5-10 minutes or a round of tapping. It really helps to manage your anxiety. Okay. Okay. The next question is, can we tap without a reason? Yes, you can. You can tap without a reason because this is the beauty of it. When you are tapping, you're also activating your energy system. So if there's any blocks which you're like, I'm feeling okay, I'm feeling neutral, I'm feeling good. I just want to do it like kind of a workout for my energy. Great, perfect, do it. We do Tai Chi for energy work. Why not tapping? And also sometimes we are not sure of what we are feeling. So if you could just tap, whatever you're feeling, either it comes up or it's released without you having to do all the work. So of course you can tap without a reason. In fact, this is what I recommend. If you do not know how to tap, अगर आपको नहीं पता कैसे करना है, if you do not know the statements, अगर आपको statements नहीं समझ आती, simply do the physical process. आप सिर्फ ये कर लो. You could be watching TV and doing this. You could be traveling and doing this. It just keeps clearing your energy system. Okay. So even if you're not saying the statements, it will still bring benefits to you. Okay. All right, lovely. Any other questions? Okay, you can raise your hand, you can unmute. Okay, Zorin. What if in a board meeting we get the need to tap? So you can very gently, do some tapping. Of course, you wouldn't do this in a board meeting, but you can do your fingers. So just under the table, you could just keep doing this. Very gently, very subtle. Nobody would come to know and it will still help you. Okay, or you could just do this or this. Okay. just stimulating the points works. Okay, great, lovely. Okay, so if we have no other questions, then we will close the session here today. But before that, tomorrow we're going to meet at 2:30. We're going to work on letting go of the need for control. We're going to work around it. So if that is an area for you that brings up certain triggers and charge, please feel free to tap along, come over. Now, if that is not an area that's a problem for you, come anyways. It's still going to help you. Okay. And let your friends and family know, because this is something that will benefit everyone. This is open to all. And you will have the recording link by today it's 3:30. So by today, 5 p.m. So you can share this link with them so that they are all caught up on the process and they can join in from tomorrow. Okay. Do share this with your friends and family, spread this thing. Let everybody experience the healing effects of EFT. It's simple, it's doable, and even kids can do it. Okay, all right. So I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, take care and have a great day. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, me too.